evening. Is there anyone here for public input? Anyone for public input? All right, review and approve council agenda.
Move to approve as presented.
I'll second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Consent agenda items. Item A, approve 9/25/23 council meeting minutes. Item B, approve 10/16/23 council meeting minutes. Item C, approve Cloud Trading Incorporated doing business as Smoke and Cloud Tobacco license. Item D, approve off-sale beer 3.2 liquor and tobacco license for Holiday Station Store 2746539. Item E, approve LRIP resolution and application. And item F, approve $12,000 charitable donation to Great Theater.
I'd like to pull off quick.
F?
Got a question.
I'll move to approve A, B, C, D, and E.
I'll second that.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Mike?
I just, did we give our donation to the Boy Scouts for the Christmas dinner yet? And how much was it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was set
From
last
year.
December.
That was last year, yeah.
Yep.
yeah, we did
So
that.
that go to them?
Oh, you want to know? It should have. I seen other donations and bills. so-
Yeah.
You know what the amount, do we know what the amount was?
2,000.
Was it
2,000?
Do we have any extra money in there?
We have some, yes. I would recommend, we could do this. There is money in there.
Yeah, is there any, once we would do this, would there be any extra money in there?
There
then?
is,
Oh,
there
yeah.
is, yes.
'Cause I'd like to propose to put an extra 1,000 onto that Boy Scout dinner, seeing that things are escalating in prices and things like that.
Did they come to you and ask, Mike, or
No,
you're just speculating?
I would like to, well, whenever you talk to them, they're always short, so.
Well, are they or aren't they? Yeah, everybody's short.
Right.
Well, you know, there's more and more people that come every year.
Yes, what your definition is, yes, well, last year I can tell you we served over 1,000 meals.
Yeah,
Okay.
That was right down to the nitty gritty. And,
You mean as far as funding?
as far as funding, it's low. You know, and one of the things that's happening is just not getting the donations from the public and
Individual.
businesses like we used to.
yeah.
Sure.
I would recommend that we not give them anything at this time. Let them go through their process. If they're short, have them come back and ask us.
Yeah, come on.
Yep.
Or have it on a separate item for agenda for consideration or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're gonna be talking about the gambling donations for 2024 next week as
Yeah.
part of the budget.
Okay, well, come
So
back.
depending upon when they, what the timing of that is, I mean, we could look at it, doing it for part of this year, and it could be on that agenda, and then also for next year's if we need to.
Yeah, Joe might know by now how short he is or
Yeah.
whatever.
So that you
I got a
know,
meeting with them the end of the week, so.
Oh, okay.
you'll know then.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I move to approve F.
I'll second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Regular agenda, consider Miller purchase agreement.
Mayor and members of the council, we have had a lease purchase agreement with Miller Properties for a number of years that has allowed us to be able to utilize some of land that has been adjacent to the ledge we've used it for parking and have made some improvements for that to be parking. That property parcel is 17.71 acres in total. Last legislative session, we have been awarded $2.5 million from the state as part of that bonding bill. We still have to go through that process, which takes longer than any of us can understand, but nonetheless have been confirmed that that's money that's going to become available to us, yes. We also did confirm that if we purchase this land and utilize our own funds to be able to do so, will we have the ability to be reimbursed? And I have confirmed that both with Flaherty and Hood, who's worked on our bonding, as far as part of our bonding council on that, as well as the state of Minnesota MMB. So I am very confident that the $2.5 million will be coming from the state of Minnesota, and we will be able to be reimbursed for that amount. The remaining $200,000 will be out of our sales tax funds to pay for those.
And the
If
big
that's-
question is, will we get the money before we need it?
What do you mean? Before we have,
Well, we're gonna use our 2.5 million.
When are we gonna get the money?
I don't know. I can't answer that specific question for you. I'm just now starting to, we were told that when we called to ask that was, why are you asking us this now? We're busy, kind of thing. And I'm like, we need to understand how we can use this money. So let's say that our emergency isn't necessarily theirs, or timing wise is
Yeah,
not the
right,
same. And we've
exactly.
can experience that
No,
ourselves
but
at
I'm
times.
saying if we needed the 2.5, will we get it in a reasonable?
Yeah,
amount?
I believe that we'll have this figured out within, I would say within 6 months for sure, we're gonna have all of this finalized.
Hopefully.
So how much interest are we gonna have to pay?
None.
We're not borrowing it, we're borrowing it for ourselves.
You're wondering how much we're losing. Yeah, those are
Well,
things.
0.5% or
Yeah.
0.03,
And-
not too much.
Yeah, and I just want to
It's a little more than
acknowledge
that,
Miller's. I know Tom is here. We've had the pleasure of working with the Miller family and working on this particular piece of property. They understand, the value that this particular piece of property has to the city, and I want to thank you and the rest of the Miller family for your willingness to work on this and allow us to make out an arrangement like this that really worked for us, considering we got creative when we were trying to find out ways that we can use it and use the property with,
Access to it.
through the lease purchase kind of agreement with assessments and things like that. So
Well, I'll
thank
make
you.
it short. I'll move to approve the purchase of the Miller property for,
I'll second on this Minnesota's good word that they're gonna send us that check.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Yeah, thanks, Tom, thanks, Dan, and thanks, Jim.
Absolutely.
The gratitude goes both ways. Shauna and John have been great to work with, staff's been great to work with. Even Mr. Miller has been fairly good to work with, so.
Fairly.
Again, the gratitude goes both ways. The city has always been good to work with. Just trying to figure out how this thing works. Other places we work with, it's always no, no, no. And Wade Park people have been saying, well, how the hell can we make this happen?
Right.
And so I appreciate the being creative on making this thing happen, so thank
We
you.
got some other ideas for you
Thank
too,
you.
Tom. We need to meet.
All right. You got my number.
I do.
right.
I'll be reaching out.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Tom. All right, item B, consider RFPs for the water treatment facility.
I'll make a motion, see if it sticks. Move we hire AE2S for our water department, our waterworks.
Firm to
Water
assist with
issues.
considering improvements to the water treatment facility.
Sure.
I'll
As
second
presented.
that.
I have a motion and a second. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
yay.
4-1. Anyway, 4-1. All right, that's it. Approve bills.
Move to pay the bills.
I'll second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. I do have a thank you from the United Way of Central Minnesota for the charitable gambling donation that we gave them. Shauna, you got anything?
I do not.
All right, we are going to go into a closed session, so I can't close this meeting, adjourn this meeting until after that closed session, but Dave, do you have anything? Bill?
Nope.
John?
No, sir.
Chief?
No, sir.
Chief? Miss Brenny?
Adrian.
Miss Brenny, do you have anything?
She's not used to having.
No.
All right. All right, then we are temporarily in, well, we are gonna go
Going
to a
into
closed
closed.
session.
We're going into closed session to discuss labor negotiations per Minnesota statute 13D.03 subdivision 1. And we will officially close once all have,
Empty?
yeah. And I have to find my language.
You're gonna be there Saturday night? Sure, or Saturday night, either one. I don't care.
Come here once, Dave.
Oop, thank you, sir.